Just like clockwork. I don't know how you dreamed them up.
Like good comedy. Timing. Right then. Stan Tubbs's place off the Old Kent Road. They do some tailoring at those posh places up Savile Road, don't they?
It's all right with you, boss. I was hoping to get a haircut.
Well, have one with me while you're there, will you? Well, I can't drive the car without the keys, can I?
I don't know why I've got to have a new suit. There's nothing wrong with my proper clothes.
It's neck to sleeve.
35 stat.
35.
About time you got away from basic black.
I don't feel right in new clothes, Danny.
That's the truth. When he was 16, all he had to his name was 2 pairs of trousers, 2 shirts, and a pullover with moth holes in it.
You had to dance, eh, did you, Frank?
We danced like Cassius Clay. Lead with his right and his left. Sheer magic. Should have gone professional, Father.
Yeah, I thought about it, Albert. Oh, and by the way, look, don't call me father anymore. I don't actively practice my vocation these days.
No kidding. So maybe I'll just stop being a dwarf, eh?
Yeah. Point taken. Like you, it's not in my power to change what I am. Stan, that photo of you, is that it? You was a pilot?
Pilot? Nah, that's Stan in his dwarf throwing outfit.
Money for jam.
Cool, they're going big down in Australia.
Yeah, they're
catching on in Europe, too.
Yep, they have dwarf throwing contests. You know, pay your fare, couple of hundred nicker.
Cut to the gate.
Plus, you can put on a side wager.
Wager on what?
How far you get thrown.
You've never heard of anything so appalling. For God's sake, man, where's your dignity?
Let he who is without sin pass the...
Don't say it.
Tell you what, Frank, you'll look good in a Prince of Wales check.
So who's it down to?
If you ask me, Danny Kane. It's a beautiful job.
Damn it, there are other armed robbers in these parts apart from Kane's firm.
Yeah, not with the same class, though.
You're going soft in the head, Sergeant.
Well, he never hurts anyone. That's a rare trademark these days.
No, I can see it now.
Sir?
A statue. Daniel Kane for services to non-violent crime. He cost us not.
Well, maybe it's down to Frank, trying to reform him in his own way.
I'll bloody reform him. It's a 10-year stretch with his form.
Lift him, then.
Good ice calls for a top fence.
Obber?
Do it now. I'm off to interview the victim.
I wanna hear that music. I wanna free my soul. I wanna feel that rhythm. I wanna rock and roll.
Excuse me. Can I help you, gentlemen?
British Telecom, fault repair service.
I didn't report a fault.
It's here on the board. Will you sign it, please?
It's the shoes that give the game away.
Hello, love. What a nice surprise. Didn't expect you back till late.
Yeah, I've just been over Stan and Albert's. I finally persuaded Frank to get himself a decent suit at last.
I can't imagine Frank looking smart. In fact, I think it would confuse me.
What was John Joe wanting?
John Joe?
You must remember John Joe. He's only here 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, he wanted to buy his girlfriend a present. You know, that posh one he met in the car wash. Just wanted some female advice.
I fancy some pasta. Shall I cook a spaghetti pomodoro?
Actually, I'm not very hungry. I've just eaten a sandwich. I can grill you a steak if you like. I went to Waitrose this morning.
Steak sandwich, yeah, it'd be great. What's he getting?
Dancing pants.
Dancing pants?
Yeah, she's a dancer. Sadler's Wells.
Well, 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 you live and learn, eh?
I'll grill it with garlic and mustard, should I? Just the way you like it.
Look at me, I'm a nervous wreck.
Now just calm down, Mr. Jeffy.
Calm down. Look, one moment I'm standing on the street, the next moment I'm flying through the bloody air. Calm down. I was scared out of my wits. It was terrifying.
I admire your courage.
Oh, thank you.
So, all we know is that there were 2 helmeted motorcyclists.
And whoever it was that bundled me into the van. Look, it happened very quickly.
And in the van?
In the van, they pulled a thing over my head. I couldn't see, but I could hear the bolt cutters go through the chains. And, well, the case was just off my arm in seconds.
Anyone speak?
Anyone say a name or a nickname?
Look, no one uttered a word.
And there's nothing else? Something to give us a lead, a smell, a sound.
Well, you could say that they were professional. I mean, they were very slick. They knew what they were doing. They were like a medical team.
Knew what they were doing.
Mr. Jaffe, I'm going to send an officer in to take a statement. Would you excuse us? Thank you.
I'll check up on the victim's bank balance, find out if he's in debt. He could be part of it.
Miss Turnbull, what is Special Branch's interest in this crime?
Oh, dear. Didn't you get a copy of the memo?
What memo?
AC Specialist Operations to command a flying squad. 1 SB officer of Chief Inspector rank to be seconded to flying squad for liaison and research into political and subversive-related robbery with violence.
And you're it, Chief Inspector?
As from yesterday. You're lumbered with me for the time being.
Personally, I don't share the jobbing copper's grave mistrust of Special Branch. As you well know, I was once approached myself for the branch. But be warned, the flying squad is abrasive and unforgiving. You might not get all the cooperation you desire.
I think that I'll be able to find my way around.
It's none of the glamour of international terrorism and spies under the bed.
Don't worry. I'm really quite interested in ordinary crime. For me, this is something of a treat.
A treat? Okay. Take over the investigation of this gem heist. And bring me Daniel Kane with a 51% chance of a successful prosecution. And you can move at will throughout my squad.
With respect, sir, that is what the memo requires.
Unobstructed.
Isn't it peaceful without the kids here? Reminds me when they weren't around.
Do you want a cup of coffee?
Maybe I prefer something other than coffee.
Got to pick the kids up in half an hour.
What about little kiss then?
I've got a lot of things on, OK?
I suppose it's different from saying you've got a headache.
You can't be serious.
Just do it, Sergeant.
I hope you know what you're bloody doing. Mom.
Where are we off to, Sarge?
Paradise Club.
What for? You'll see. Oh, and this is DC Dave Hutton. Joined the squad on Tuesday.
Oh, really? Where from? Special branch?
The branch? No, local division.
Welcome to the circus.
Take no notice. He's been seeing spooks everywhere ever since D.I. Sarah Turnbull joined us.
What's she like?
She's all right.
Lambton! Amazing grace. Hey, how you doing, Frank? What's up?
Radio news says it's been a big gem heist.
Yeah, I heard.
Victim was abducted by a couple of motorcyclists.
No kidding.
Yeah, hey, what's this? What is this?
I used to work for a dispatch company.
And you're supposed to hand it in when you leave. God help us.
Francis John Kane.
Can I help you, Thomas Fielding?
I'm investigating a robbery with violence which took place this morning. I've reason to believe you can help us in our inquiries, and I must ask you to accompany me to a police station for questioning.
Tommy, hey, you're arresting me?
Furthermore, I'm sorry, Frank, but I've got to take you in.
Okay. Thanks for the loan.
It's all right.
Grab that.
Come on, boys. You think the man there passed me some dope?
That won't be necessary. Come on, Frank, I'm only trying to do the job.
Yeah. Why? Get Max onto it straight away. Frank's been lifted.
Frank? Why?
Diamond robbery this morning. Police cuffed him, drove him away under arrest. All done by the book.
Well, why would they want to arrest Frank? Danny?
Name?
Frank Kane.
Address?
All right, let's drop this charade. What am I doing here?
Well, Mr. Kane, you are a member of one of South London's most active criminal families.
There's no way that I'm a criminal. It's against my faith. And if you're trying to get a Danny through me, that's a particularly cheap shot.
Mixing certain company, you must expect a degree of heat. I'm investigating the violent robbery of over £600,000 worth of precious stones from a diamond dealer at President's Wharf today. I believe you might have some knowledge concerning that offence.
I have no information about the robbery you just asked me about.
Let's start with your own movements, shall we? Where were you between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and noon today?
Go.
Yes. Excuse me. Your lawyer is here.
My lawyer?
Yes, Mr. Kane. Good old Max Wartbug. He only represents serious criminals. But of course, you know him well, I believe.
I've had the stones valued already, Danny. And here I am at 12 o'clock when I should be on the golf course practicing my swing.
It's much appreciated, Bobby, believe me.
£685,000. That's what that ice was assayed at.
That's what I thought.
Uncut stones. I'll have to lay them off all over the world. Amsterdam, New York, Tel Aviv, Hong Kong.
I understand.
I'll give you 100 grand now and £75,000 when I place the stuff.
75,000 now and 150,000 when you get the money in.
You know, you remind me of myself when I was younger. That was before I left Dublin, came over here to work with Jack Spot.
You're a legend, Bobby.
I'll give you a ton now and a ton then. That's 200 grand. And I don't know whether I can wash my face, and that's a fact.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, Bobby.
There's one more thing, Danny. I'm bankrolling a wee job. It's an engineering firm. Biggish payroll every Thursday. 200 grand in 5s, 10s, or 20s.
It's unusual for you to talk shop, Bobby.
It's round the corner from Paganini Street. It's your turf.
Don't do it to me.
The job is set up for next week. I know how you feel about people working your manor.
I don't allow it.
All right. I'll change a lifetime rule, seeing as how your ma and me were such good pals. I'll pay you a 12% cut of the take, out of respect.
No one works my manor.
Listen, we'll be in and out, Danny. Look at you. You hover over London like a hawk, diving on all the good pickings, no matter whose territory it's on.
I'm sorry, old son, but the Paradise territory is off limits. Now you get the info, and if I think it's fine, maybe, just maybe, I'll give you something for your trouble.
You have a deal on the gems, I shook your hand. But as for the other matter, I think maybe my son, you might have overreached yourself.
Morning pension, is it?
Yeah. This.
You're joking.
Just a minute. One false
Move?
That's it. One false move and it'll be like that.
What bag? I'll have to open the screen.
Yeah, this is Foxtrot 2-2. We're real near. We'll take it. Yeah? Yeah, we're going in now.
What are we carrying?
Mark 1 truncheon?
Oh, brilliant.
They are. Are you going to take this?
Have you got a mirror?
We are looking at a deceased bank robber.
With a prehistoric gun. Oh, I thought these were extinct. Poor old Sid.
You know him?
Past tense, love. Oh, don't worry. Sid's guns were never loaded.
Have a nice day.
Where's John Joe?
Off to see his ballerina. The lady flies off to New York today.
What's a classy lady like her seeing that big Mick?
Quite a ladies' man, our John Joe.
No kidding.
He never goes short.
Go past the school. I've got to pick the kids up. Carol's gone up the West End to do some shopping.
Okay.
Miss Jennifer gave me a special star for saying thank you very, very much. Creep. Terry's got a snout.
A what?
A cigarette. What happened to a murder?
What's that?
Mafia word for silence. Haven't you seen The Godfather on TV?
I blame the parents.
There's Mummy, Mummy!
Shall I pull over here?
No, keep driving, Joe. Just keep driving.
Okay.
That's me. Mummy, I have to walk now. I'll give him the snap back tomorrow. Tell him I got myself respect.
Terry, will you just shut up about those cigarettes?
Is cadaver E-R or R-E?
E-R in English.
Why don't you just say body?
Nah. Old Sid deserves a stylish report.
You look a bit hampered, miss.
I've read every Obbo report on Danny Kane since the President's Wharf job. And I'm wading through the almost obsessive surveillance reports with sound and pictures run by D.I. Rosie Campbell. Plus his CRO, plus old C11 reports going back 12 years. It's exhausting.
Could I make a suggestion?
It's a free country.
I've been watching you, and I was wondering that if maybe
What's on your mind, Constable?
you won't think me a bit forward, like.
Depends on the pace of advance.
I think maybe you're approaching this all wrong.
Are you referring to my investigative technique?
Oh, no, miss. Well,
Well, what?
it's sort of different here, you know? Different from the kind of work that you do at Special Branch. All that spy stuff.
So, Mr. Lambton, what is your suggestion?
Get out on the streets, miss. Have a dig around. Take a turn on the villain's turf. I reckon it'll bring you back to this kind of police work a lot easier than looking through a load of reports and photographs.
Have you finished?
Would it be out of order to buy Miss a beer?
You have digested standing orders on conduct and discipline.
Yes, miss.
You're aware that detective constables do not offer senior ranks social invitations, for a refusal, as they say, might offend.
Indeed, miss.
So where are we going? I could murder a gin and tonic.
Did I just see the boy detective pull them out of Harry?
Maybe she's using him for nefarious purposes. You know the branch.
I'll have to see her have a go with Nigel.
Nigel who?
Oh, locker room talk, sir. Just DC Milligan being juvenile.
I feel like a regular. I've seen enough surveillance tapes and pictures to walk blindfold around this place.
I'm surprised none of the Paradise lot are in. Do you fancy another?
No, thanks.
Speak of the devil.
Ah. Drinking with the criminal classes, I see. Watch you don't get wrongfully arrested like I was.
The theft of £600,000 worth of gems is a serious matter. I expect I'll tread on a few more toes before I'm through.
Oh, I've no doubt you'll get your man.
Even if it's your brother?
Well, I'd be very disappointed because basically Danny's very straight.
That's a good one, Francis. He just runs a crime syndicate as a hobby.
Beware the laws of slander, young man. And you're not going to get very far as a detective if you go around antagonizing your fellow citizen, are you? God bless you.
Bloody cheek.
Come on, drink up. Let's go. Evening, Mr. Kane.
Should I know you?
It would be prudent, pal. She's going to put you away.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry I haven't got a banana for the monkey.
Anyone else you want a slanging match with, or can we go?
I'm sorry you got lifted, Frank. Oh, come on, what's the matter?
That gem robbery yesterday, that was you, wasn't it? Come on, it's got all your hallmarks. Quick, clever, no violence.
There are other smart criminals in the area, you know, Frank.
Police Joe had a dispatch rider's ID. When I put it to him, he couldn't look me in the eye. Why do you do it? You don't need it anymore. You got the Paradise Club.
The Paradise Club? A second-rate dancer in southeast London? Don't make me laugh.
Second-rate because you and Ma let it get that way.
Frank, I've got better things to do than argue about the Paradise Club. Look, I said I'm sorry you got lifted. What's the big deal? Max got you out before you could say cuddly toy?
That's another thing. I don't need Max Wartbug. I don't want to get involved with your shady lawyers. I'm an innocent man, so I don't need bent solicitors, okay? Understood? I know you don't care much for the Paradise Club, but between us, we could make it work. I think it's the least that Carol and the kids deserve.
Well, for your information, and I can't be sure, but I think her and John Joe are at it.
That's a very serious accusation, and it's not very fair on Carol.
Or John Joe, seeing as he's risked his life for me more than once.
What are you going to do? I mean, are you going to put it to John Joe?
As I said, I'm not sure. And if I'm wrong, I lose everything that Carol and I built up together. Also lose the trust of the best right-hand man in the business.
Do you want me to talk to him?
It's my problem, Frank. I'll sort it.
Yeah, well, if you need any.
Frank, thanks.
There it is. Every Thursday. In and out. Good pickings. Cash in the hand, gentlemen.
Paganini Street. That's Danny Kane's territory.
Sod Danny Kane. I'm not bothered by him.
Well, I am, Mr. Mulgrew. I thought you were going to offer him a piece.
He's getting a bit above himself.
Well, you never lie. That's your strongest point, Chief. So, when you can assure us that Kane's cool about this job, we can do it any Thursday. Gov.
Excuse me, lads.
The word is, Danny's psychic, John Joe, is having an affair with Danny's wife.
Is that a fact? Dennis, find out where I can have a chat with this John Joe. In private, when he's not in the presence of his master.
Fine.
I might be able to give you that assurance sooner than you thought.
Well, I don't know how to thank you, Father Francis.
Nothing to thank me for, darling. Sid asked me to put on a 10-quid Yankee for him. And God bless us, the last horse in the set came up trumps at 8 to 1.
Now we can have a proper casket, eh?
And a proper send-off. Friday morning funeral. It's always a nice day for an interment.
Robbing a bank at his age. You should have had more sense. Yeah, you're an honest man, Father. There's a lot of folk would have pocketed that share of Sid's Yankee.
Yeah, well, darling, you know, I try to be as honest as I can. And by the way, it's just plain frank now. I've decided that I can do my own thing without the advice of bishops and committees and all that.
You know what Sid used to say? He used to say organised religion weren't never the same since the Great Schism.
Come on, Dolly, what day is it tomorrow?
It's Thursday today, Friday, funeral's tomorrow.
Yeah, of course you're right. Yeah. Excuse me a minute, I've just got a few things I've got to do.
Rather like watching the grass grow.
Sir?
Slow and tedious. Very similar to the progress on this President's Wharf gem robbery.
I'm making some headway.
Really? Obviously, your interrogative skills learned from your friends in the branch were not a match for that arch-villain Frank Kane.
Hardly arch.
Precisely. In fact, arch-innocent might be more appropriate.
Sir, you asked me to handle this case, and that is what I am doing. We're checking all known fencers who specialize in this kind of merchandise. There are 3 other possible suspects, apart from Danny Kane, under observation, and...
And that's another thing. Why has there only been intermittent watching on Kane? I see from these that even today, 5 days after the blag, nobody's with Kane.
Staff shortages. It was something I wanted to talk to you about. I think...
And I think that I would appreciate a much more positive approach from you and your officers. I don't know what's happening. Sergeant Fielding looks as if someone's just told them that the exact date of Armageddon is tomorrow. Lambton moons about like some love-lorn callow youth. And Milligan, well, he goes much further undercover, he'll turn into a bedbug. Oh, I'm glad you find that funny. I don't. I want to catch whoever took these stones, and I want a result quickly. Inspector?
Chief Inspector, sir.
That's his bloody girlfriend.
Who? John Joe's?
The ballerina.
Thought she was in America.
That's what he told me. I feel like I wanna... forget it.
Why don't you put it to Carol? I'm not convinced that there isn't some perfectly innocent explanation.
I must be mad. I can't see John Joe walking into a shoe shop to buy a pair of ballet shoes.
What would you like, Danny?
Beer.
There you are, Danny. I've been looking all over for you.
You don't say. It's a nice haircut you got.
Yeah, sure didn't I go to get a cut the other day, but something came up.
No kidding. And your girlfriend's away at the Big Apple, I hear.
Oh, no, she's down there enjoying herself. I got the dates mixed up. It's next week she's going off to New York.
What a tangled web we weave. You want to get your story straight. It's too insulting.
What's wrong with him? My son. Have you got something you want to tell me?
I don't think so, Frank.
You change your mind, I'm always here.
Okay. Right.
It's at moments like this I miss smoking. Look at this. Came down from Gibson, Special Branch.
Further to my correspondence of the 6th, I must once again emphasize that Chief Inspector Turnbull's work within your division should be allowed to proceed in a totally orderly and unobstructed manner.
What's that word again? Unobstructed.
And will she?
We'll see, Bryn. We'll see.
Mr. Mulgrew would like a word.
Well, now, Mr. Mulgrew, it's indeed a great honour for me to be sitting chewing the fat with a man of your stature.
You Paradise people are beginning to interfere with my timetable. 6:30 in the morning, I'm usually on the phone to Hong Kong.
Different worlds, eh?
John Joe, I know about you and Mrs. Kane.
It's a bit of harmless fun.
Call me old-fashioned, but in my book, adultery is more than harmless fun. So I'm told. Danny Kane suspects.
He'll kill me.
Danny's not that stupid. Get someone else to do it.
Brilliant.
Unless, of course, you were under my protection.
Why would you do that?
Danny Kane is starting to overreach himself. Do you know he threatened me not to arrange a heist on his manor? I even offered the man a small percentage.
Now there's ingratitude for you.
You know, son, I always keep my word.
Sure, everybody knows that, sir.
How would you like to be top enforcer for me? Travel the world, sorting out my little problems?
What do you think? Dream come true, that'd be.
There's a very able detective chief inspector who's gunning for Danny for that gems heist. Name of Turnbull, Sarah Turnbull. She's with the flying squad.
Look, I'm no grass, Mr. Mulgrew, all right?
Fit him up for me, John Joe. I swear the job is yours. Chief enforcer for Bobby Mulgrew.
I suppose it's survival time.
Smart lad.
Best time would be Thursday. There's a fair on Bleak Hill for Sid Mellor's widow. Everybody'll be there.
Everybody?
Sure thing. The boss, Frank, all the Paradise Farm, and the world and his brother besides.
I suppose I could make it by midday. After all, I have to give Danny his first 100 grand, seeing as I'm a man of my word.
Have you any of those gems left from the raid?
63,000 in sapphires. They're too easily identified. I'm having them cut different.
Bring them with you. I'll slip them into Danny's pocket. I used to work the dip at the Puck Fair in Killarglen. Brilliant fingers. He won't feel a thing.
And my 100,000?
He'll make me take that. He doesn't ever get involved in these transactions himself. I'll give this detective lady a ring. Set it up. And after Danny's been lifted, we can split your 100K 50-50.
Aren't you the brat of a boy? Sure, you remind me of myself when I was your age.
Has anyone seen Miss Turnbull?
I think she's out with one of her admirers, Dodger.
Someone's on the snout's phone for her.
Maybe Matahari's making some progress.
Chief Inspector Matahari, Sergeant. So where is she?
She's out on a recce with D.C. Hutton.
Let's see if her caller will talk to me, then.
Maybe he's going to disguise his voice.
Yes. Yes. I know. How? I see. Understood. Thank you. Something interesting? Yes. I think we're going to the fair tomorrow.
Candy floss is on me, boys.
Okay, listen up, everybody. You're all ordered to report to Breaksville Pumpsit tomorrow and bring loads of money to enjoy yourself, to spend, to help the widow of that fine, upstanding, late deceased member of the Derby and Jones Club, Sidney Mellors. God rest. Good night, and God bless.
Bryn, you'll be in that block of flats there. Now, Lambton, you'll be down the disused road with backup.
Sergeant, Miss Turnbull's back.
Burning the midnight oil?
Just got a whisper about a bank job. I asked you over because I want you to go to Amsterdam. Look up Jan Dimer. He might have some useful information concerning the President's Wharf gem heist.
All right.
Now, here's his address. He's expecting you. First flight, Heathrow, tomorrow morning, 6:30.
I'm actually onto something myself, sir. I've got a meeting for tomorrow afternoon.
This takes priority.
Right, sir.
And don't fall into any canals.
No. Night, boys.
No, it's not.
I thought Jan Dimer was in prison.
He is.
When you can't keep up with me. Yeah, I'm a road runner, honey. When you can't keep up with me.
Business
great, hey?
It's a riot.
Danny, what's the matter?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
Look, is there some problem at work or what?
Nothing I can't handle.
Ladies and gentlemen, proud to present the contestants for Miss Paradise. We have Mandy. Lovely chef. Virginia. Ione.
One, two,
no!
No!
What's up, Doc?
In God's name, man, this is an affront to your human dignity.
Frank, it's harmless fun. This is Lenny, he's the world champion.
I don't care if he's the Pope. Dwarf throwing's off. I forbid it.
But Frank, it's my dream to break the world record.
No, no, no. The dwarf throwing is off. Don't tell me. Well, it reminds me, I was going to put a bet on the pony racing.
Red and green will win.
You reckon?
I know.
You mean it's fixed?
You don't want Sid's widow paying out big winnings, do you?
Oh, is nothing sacred?
Not in my department.
OK, let's get ready.
Easy pickings, according to Mr. Mulgrew. They'll be hitting the paywall about now, Dennis. We are about to see Mr. Daniel Kane removed from society. Oh, happy day.
Closed due to... Oh, terrific. I don't bloody believe it. Leave him. It's closed.
What do you mean it's closed?
Benefit fair.
Benefit fair? With the bloody old Sid Millers?
Here he comes, driving towards you.
Here comes Danny.
Danny, a problem shared is a...
Back in a tick. Got some business to see to. John Joe?
All units in position.
Not the right image, John Joe. Get rid of that candy floss.
Ah, boss, I haven't had one of these in years.
Just do it.
That's it. He's made the pass.
OK, we want to isolate them from the public. Go, go, go! Our police, don't move!
What?
Chief Superintendent Graham. I have reason to believe that one of you has in his possession certain items. That is, sapphires. Stolen in a robbery last week. Search Daniel Kane.
Nothing. Search my group.
Do me a favour. Help yourself. You bastard.
But sure, don't I remind you of yourself when you were my age?
To the honest, Sergeant. Robert Mulgrew.
Drop the guns on the floor! Drop the guns on the floor! I mean it! Stay back! Stay back!
Easy, easy.
Stay back!
All units, Mulgrew coming your way, armed and dangerous. Seal off the area and take him. All units, Mulgrew has been arrested. I repeat, Mulgrew has been arrested. Clear the area, Sergeant.
Danny? Happy anniversary. John Joe helped me choose it.